What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay Wills. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to go over my top features or top things that I like about the Huawei Mate 20X. Now, first I want to say that the Huawei Mate 20X, I'm going to go to design, but the first thing I want to say is some people feel like this phone is too big. Well, there's a smaller version of this, and it is the Mate 20. And it does have a different screen. The cameras are set up lower megapixel on the cameras, but the quality is still going to be good. And things like that. Little small things make it different. It's got a 6.53-inch display. But other than that, you're pretty much looking at the same phone. And I think Huawei did a good job at mixing it up. They do have the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. But I think this probably should have been the Pro, in my opinion. That's just me. So let's go with design. The first thing I like about this is the design of this phone and the build quality. Build quality on this thing is solid. Like if you bend this, like Jerry Riggs, if he was to get this phone right here and try to bend it, I doubt he would be able to snap it in half like some other phones. Build quality on here and design is absolutely stunning to me. I like the little hint of the red power button and things like that. Just little small accents and things make some phones great. Now in certain lighting, this phone looks blue. I'm looking at it through the camera. I don't know if it's still showing the purple look, but this is actually like a purple and silver color. But depending on the lighting and where it's reflecting, it's gonna come across as a different color, which is fine with me. I don't really care about that. I like the design of this. It's got a textured glass back. Some people are really intrigued by that. I think that's a good touch. It's a nice added touch. I don't know if you can kind of pick it up on camera. Hard to do. But it is very, very nice, man. It's a very good look. This 3-camera setup right here, I kind of laughed at it at first, but I also laughed at the Huawei Nexus device, the 6P. After I got it, I liked it. So same thing here. This is a clean setup. Instead of having it across, I would definitely rather have it like this. So it's very nice, very elegant looking to me. You got the Leica branding up there, and you've got stereo speakers on this thing. So you've got a speaker up here and you have a speaker down there, and that really sets it apart from others. And it also has Dolby Atmos, so that really takes the speaker quality on this thing to another level. That's another thing. You've got an IR blaster up here, a headphone jack, Type-C, and 2 more microphones down there with the microphone up there. The design of this thing is absolutely stunning, man. You've got a nice premium build, glass and metal. It is very nice, very sleek. You can see the fingerprint reader back there. This massive screen, I'll get to that in a second, but it does have a 7.2-inch display. And that's something to be desired by people nowadays. Huge displays. This is where it's at. So the design of this thing is one of the main things I like about it, man. It is a big phone, but if you like big phones, and I've always said, I told somebody in another video, if you can handle a phone like the Note 9, you can handle this phone right here. It won't be. It's not much bigger than what you think. And this considerably has a bigger screen on it, so consider that. So design of this thing and build quality is some of the main things I like about this. Now the next thing, like I spoke of before, is the display. The display on here is a 7.2-inch AMOLED display. It is something to be desired by people nowadays. People want the biggest screen they can get in their hand, in their pocket, 24/7, so they don't have to carry other devices. Now, I still like a tablet, but if I was on the move and I knew I was going somewhere where I needed a large screen, I actually have other large screen devices, but they're big in size, but the screens are smaller, like this phone and like my other ZTE phones. Huge phones, and they all have great battery, but this has the most real estate of them all. The screen is really immersive. I think you guys will really enjoy this if you were to pick it up. And I'm going to fire up a video here for you because I want you to look at the quality, and then I also want you to look at the stereo speakers, because that's another thing that I think is totally awesome about this phone right here. So this video that you're going to watch was actually shot on this phone. So let me play it here. I'll crank the volume up. All right, guys, out here at the car show in Lilling. Beautiful weather out this morning. Got lots of Scat Packs, 5.7s, lots of SRTs, lots of Hellcats. Immersive. Demon. So just give you a sample, man. I mean, The screen itself for playing media content to me is unmatched right now. Now, even though the Galaxy Note 9, I've already got the comparison video out, has a Quad HD display that's Super AMOLED, I still prefer this display because it is AMOLED and HDR content on here is absolutely stunning. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up an HDR video like I always do. I want to give you some kind of sample on here of how great the footage could be for you if you watch, if you like this type of display, if you like a big display. So it's at 1080p. This is totally immersive. This is just the most beautiful display, one of the most I've ever come across. I've got a lot of beautiful displays. This is obviously my top pick right now. Yes, it's the biggest one, but it's also an AMOLED that's HDR10 compliant. I mean, do you see the way that it's producing this? It's definitely different over video, but you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. So the screen, yeah, that's another one that I checked the box on that I think this phone does it for me. So another area that you can't see is how fast the phone charges. So if you have this phone and you're using the cable and brick that came with the phone, you get this. Huawei has this supercharge technology that they do. This phone has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and I'll get to that next. But the charging time on here, and when I've charged it, is a little under 2 hours, man. It charges fast to charge a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. And that's another feature that I like about this phone that's really, really good. Now, speaking of batteries, I have other phones that can do 10 hours of screen on time, obviously. But when you consider what I paid for this phone and it's getting on average 9.5 to 10 hours of screen on time. I mean, that means I've charged this phone several times. I'm getting the same type of screen on time. With that screen on time, I'm also getting almost 2 days. 2 days. So let's just to prove a point, I'm at 49%. Let's go into battery real time right now, and let's see what the battery says. So right now, point proven, I got 6.5 hours of screen on time, with 49% left. And I haven't charged this phone in a while, so this phone can really, really bang it out. It looks like I charged it. Oh, that was the awake time. One little tidbit. I don't like that I can't just put a shortcut to battery. I have to go into hardware and all that kind of stuff. I like to have the phone, just go straight and tell me all the readings. But I haven't charged this phone in a while. It's been at least 18 hours. And also while I'm in the battery right there, look at all these different modes that some phones just don't have. That ultra power saving mode will give me 123 hours. And I'm going to switch it to that real quick because you might be thinking, oh, you lose a lot of functionality. Nope. I can choose what I want on here. Now, isn't that boss? I got my Bible app, my messages, my phone, my email, my YouTube studio, and I got Chrome browser. And I don't need YouTube on there because I can just go to it from the browser if I needed to. But nonetheless, the battery life on here, folks, it pulls down at least 9.5 to 10 on every charge. And on this charge, I probably get more than 10 hours of screen on time. I might get like 11 hours of screen on time. Who knows? But I tell you one thing, it won't go unnoticed that this phone is a true boss. So battery life, killer. This phone also has a headphone jack, which is something that a lot of flagship phones don't have anymore. Samsung, I applaud them for keeping the headphone jack, man. They charge a premium price tag too, but they're keeping that headphone. So the performance on this thing it's a Kirin 980, and the Kirin processors, man, they really hit hard. This is the most powerful, and this is a 7 nanometer chip, by the way. So this is the most powerful chip out right now. But some people just will not admit that Huawei is doing big things. I'm not going to call the person out, but in another video, this person was saying, oh, we can't trust these Chinese companies and all this other garbage. The fact is, we can't trust anybody. You're being watched in your own country. So wake up, folks. Don't believe everything you see on the news. Don't fall into that hype. You enjoy your tech. Forget about all the political stuff. Just enjoy your tech because we're being spied on all over the place. So just remember that. But I'm telling you, the performance on this thing is absolutely great, man. I was doing some gaming and stuff like that, man. It was killing. No hiccups. I was told that this phone was kind of touted to be like a gaming device. And it totally can with this big screen because I was playing Asphalt 9. Shout out to Technically T. I was playing Asphalt 9, and it just flows with. I mean, these are the games that I'm playing right now because I don't do a lot of games, but Asphalt 9 is a ball hog, if you will, and it really can put in some time for you. So it could kill your battery. But I gamed for about an hour and it only dropped to, and when I started gaming at 100% battery, and it only dropped 2% after gaming for about an hour or so, a little over an hour. That's pretty doggone good. So I didn't touch on it yet, but the cameras, to me, that is the best part of this phone. So in the camera, and I've already done an extensive video on the cameras, I like this wide angle shot, man. Look how close I am to these things right here. And look at, they're all in view. And it's not just about the wide angle, it's all the functionality and features of the device. This software is good. This is an AI camera setup. So I was taking some shots last night in the dark. Let me go into my photo album here. And I want to show you some shots. I think I deleted them. I was doing a sample. You know what? I got them though, because I sent them to somebody. So let me show you these shots that I took real quick that I sent to, I think I sent them. They're up here somewhere. Oh man, I think they're gone. Oh shoot, I wanted to show you. Here it is. Here's one. Right here. I took this in the dark. That's in the dark. The AI camera setup on here is crazy. It's stupid. So, all in all, man, and let me show you some more camera samples here. I like that I can do this type of setup right here, where I can blur out everything, make it black and white, and then take a color photo. That's sweet, man. Let me see here. Here's another one that I did with my homeboy. He owns a Super Muscle Car website. He's got merch and everything. That's Arthur and his wife, Ninja. So you can see how I took this photo out. Everything was in black and white, and they were the only things in color. The camera on here is super advanced, man. It's a setup that, again, I'll link that camera review down below. But these cameras are some of the best cameras I have on the that I've used. Now the front camera it struggled a little bit in that comparison I did against the Note 9, but it was in a dark room with one LED. So, but it didn't produce the colors as rich as it should have. So, but that's a 24 megapixel shot. But let me show you a shot that I just took this morning, because it's going to be for a video that I'm working on right here. Look at the detail, man. That is a killer shot. That is just good quality, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, the cameras on here, man, no complaints whatsoever. So I wanted to call out a few things I like about the phone, man. It is an absolute beast, and it is the new beast. You know, you can't stay at the top forever, so something will come along and knock this phone out of my top 10. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I like this phone, but I want somebody to take this phone out. You know what I mean? I want them to take it down. So it's your man Jay. Want to give you a quick update and let you know, I'm a full 4 days in with it now, and it's probably going to stay my daily driver for a little while, man. I mean, I got like 4 phone lines, but my main SIM card is in here. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's your man Jay. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have this phone, make sure you call it out, man. Let people know what your favorite features are of the phone. If you don't have the phone, go get it first and then chat about it.